Hey, Nick Sanders here. Kind of surprised. All right. Hey, quick little video about why should I work online to make money in a home-based business and how much can I make? All right. Well, let's hit the last one first. How much money can you make? That's up to you. How much do you want to work at it? Because let me throw this little scenario at you. Let's say you've got a regular job, right? And if you've had a regular job, you know this has happened. So let's say Monday, you went in and you busted hump. You did everything you possibly could, worked as hard as you possibly could. You were above and beyond. You were Johnny on the spot, rocket in a sock, just doing everything you needed to. Did you make any more money? No. Your hourly wage was whatever it was, it was. So let's say you go in on Tuesday and you're like wore out from Monday, so you just kind of coast, you kind of skate, kind of dodge the boss so they don't see you, and you just do the minimal. Did you make any less money? No. So the whole question is why do they think people are going to work as hard as they possibly can to make the same amount of money? You know, I listened to a man by the name of Chris Brady, and he talked about a thing called a meritocracy, which basically means that you get paid what you're worth. So wouldn't it be cool one day in a factory or your job or wherever you do, and you know, let's say you were the hardest working guy there. And on that day, you made 25% more than everybody else. But let's say, you know, a couple of days later, you were the weakest link, man. You were the slowest worker, did the least. Let's say that you made 25% less than everybody. Yeah, I know lots of you are going, oh man, no, hey, no, stop that. I understand. If you always look at the negative, that's what you will see. But if you always search for the positive, that's what you will believe, and that's what you will do. So, making money online, making money from home, doing home-based businesses, doing home-based online businesses is just like that. What do you want? What are you willing to do? What's your dream? All right, so you got a big dream. Then work hard. Because I can promise you that if you take two scenarios, one, you work 40 hours a week for someone else's dream, or you work 40 hours a week for your dream, well, the 40 hours a week for your dream, you're going to make more money, and you're going to enjoy it a lot more because it's your dream. If you're working for someone else's dream, it's just drudgery, man. And especially when you're thinking, God, I got 20, 40, 60 more years of this stuff. You know, there used to be a plan that people worked, you know, for 40 years for a company and retired and had great retirement. It's gone. For now, most people, their whole plan is 18 months, if that long. You know, and they change jobs over and over again. So every time you change jobs, you start at the bottom, Jack, and you got to work your way back up to the top. But if you're halfway up to the top and you don't like what you're doing and you kick out of it and you go to work at someplace else, you got to start over. And what if this time you go, oh, man, I hate it. It only takes you 2 years to get out. And you go, look, go to another place, and it only takes you 14 months to get out. And you go to another place, it only takes you 8 months to get out, and so on and so forth. You know, each time you hit it back, you start all over again, and you go, I hate this. But it's how you know how to make money. How often have you sat there and you go, man, how are these people making money like this? They must know something I don't know. That's right. They know something that you don't know. The only difference between people who have money and people who don't have money is knowledge and information. If you're doing the same thing over and over again that you did before and trying to get some different results, we all know what that's called. Insanity. So try something different. Listen to someone different besides you. Because you got you where you are. I know it's a little harsh, man, but it is what it is. You got you where you are. Because I have to look in the mirror and go, all right, Jack, Nick, you got you where you are. Does Nick know how to get out? I didn't used to, but I do now. And I'm listening to some cats that just blow my mind. And I'm reading what they're telling me to read, and I'm looking at it going, oh, well, that's simple. Why didn't I do this before? Because I didn't know. So I didn't know what I didn't know, and I got where I was at because I didn't know. But now that I know what I know, and it's a little, and I'm still learning, because I got to read a lot more books and do a lot more stuff, my life has shifted. My world is different. I don't have to wake up on Monday and try to kill my alarm clock. I just go, What's up, Chuck? Here we go. And I work so hard for myself because I know that all my hard earned work is giving stuff back to me, my family. You know, we just had grandchildren. Yippee! And I can change their world because they're not going to have to do what I did. Or my dad. Or my dad's dad. Their whole idea is going to shift because they're going to know something different. And they're going to be able to do something different. And they're going to be able to enjoy a whole lot different outcome. So, making money online from a home-based business, check this out, man. If it is tied to your computer, which one of the things that I do, DS Domination, I'll throw the link, is tied to my computer. I can go sit at a beach with my toes in the sand, with an umbrella and a wireless hookup. And as I'm getting a tan, and yes, I need a tan, ask my mom, I make money. As my kids, my youngest two, are building sandcastles, I'm making money. And after maybe an hour or two of work, I close up the computer, I shut it off, and then I go play with them. I don't have to worry. Or if the kids go, hey, Dad, we want to go camping. There's such things as satellite communication hookups. So I could take my laptop and do a SATCOM hookup and work for a couple of hours and make money. Or there's also the life business. And you know what? Different people in life have taken a month away on a vacation and still made money. So there's all kinds of ways to make money from home. But one of the cool things about it is, like, if you're doing an online business or an online entrepreneurial idea for yourself, you got a computer, baby. You ain't got to go to that same place for 40 hours a week every week. And it's none of that excuse of going, yeah, Mom, yeah, Grandma, yeah, Dad, yeah, whoever, we'll try and get there sometime, which means never going to happen. Maybe rarely. Then you can go to their house and go, hey, you know, I love spending time with you. If you can give me a couple of hours to take care of this, even if you go spend the time in a hotel and after you hang out with them, you go to home for the hotel, everybody's going to sleep, and you spend a couple of hours of working. You're free. Not to mention the hotel now becomes a business expense. I don't understand why people have this horrid feeling towards home-based businesses or entrepreneurial ideas. It's like, why do you throw money away? When you can look at the idea of going, well, I got a home-based business and I can take a percentage of my mortgage off because it's a business. You're throwing money away if you don't do it. You've got tax breaks. You've got changes for you. You have all these positive things. I mean, with life, you get around people that make you go, oh, because it's so cool. And yet people go, no, those things don't work. And I'm like, all right, Jack, so it makes more sense to you to drag your happy butt into a place that you hate, doing stuff you can't stand for a person that you would just want to hold underwater until they can't breathe anymore. And that makes sense. And you're going to do that for the rest of your life. Or you can hook into some cats who are going, try this out, man. See if you like this. And then you go, I love this. Let me work my butt off. And then you start getting the returns from that and you start going, life is good. It's easy to make money from home. It's fun. I don't have to sweat all the nonsense things. So give it a shot. If it's not for you and being an employee is for you, thank you. I'm grateful. There needs to be people who want to be employees. But if being an employee is the thing you hate more than anything in the world, I'll put links. Take a look. Give it a shot. Wouldn't it be nice for husbands to go, and I don't know if you don't like your mother-in-law. I love my mother-in-law. She's an incredible woman. It's just we think differently towards children. But she's an incredible woman. But wouldn't it be nice to be able to go to Nana's house, Grandma's house, Gigi's house, whatever you call her, and make money while you're there and be laughing going, yeah, you can give it to him. Yeah, sure, it makes sense. She's 6. She needs a new Jeep. You know, and you're making money at it. And you go, wow, that became a pleasant experience. And It's a tax write-off because you're doing work. It was a business. So if you think it makes more sense to go work for somebody else 40 hours a week doing stuff you hate in a place you don't want to go to for a person you can't stand, cool. Go for it. Good luck to you. I'm not knocking it, man. You know, and I probably shouldn't be saying all this stuff, but I'm still not greatly far enough along not to know not to say those things. I'm still learning. I got lots of books to read. The thing is, I'm getting the time to read those books to change me for something better. And I'm making a fairly good living at it, man. So, if being an employee is not for you, take a listen. I know there's a longer video than I normally do, but hey, man, I get excited and it's like, oh, why do you tell me this doesn't work when it works? And there's nothing more fun for me to have somebody join. I'm like, all right, now prove me wrong. And listen to them go, well, and I'm like, did you read? No. Did you listen? No. Did you do? No. All right, man, then it didn't work because you didn't do anything with it. But you know what? Your toilet doesn't work unless you go to it either. So you got to go do where you have to do. So, you know, it's the same thing. If you want something to work, do it. And when you start seeing that it's possible to have something more, then you want more. And when you're around a group of individuals like life, and they're like going, whoa, and they're telling you can have anything, man, you just get to rocking because you want that. We all want that. We all want someone to pat us on the back and go, good job. At the same time, you know, for me, I like DS domination too, because I can combine the two things that just make my mind go, and I make money. And I get to watch my wife laugh. And she goes, you know, I'd really like to have those shoes, but I was afraid to ask you for the money. I'm like, how much are the shoes? They're a couple $100. Cool, what color? This color. Really? Here's the money. Go get it. And she's like, I may not ever wear them. I'm like, I don't care. And she gets them, she comes back, and she's like a little schoolgirl. Jen's going, I got new shoes. I got new shoes. And I know my job as a man is done because my wife smiled and I did what I was supposed to do. So, try out home-based businesses. Try out online businesses. But most of all, I'm throwing two at you. DS domination, easy as peasy, man. And life. It is that excellent. The information is incredible. The impacts they will have on your life are outstanding. And I will never go back. Give them a shot, man. Have a blast. I look forward to meeting you if you join us. Later.